I was at Quest itself, working on Inside Quest for about like a year and a half or something, or
Yeah.
some change. And then we spun it off. So like Tom decided that it was like in a good place, and like decided to create a company called Impact Theory. And so he took like the small team of us who kind of just worked mostly on Inside Quest. And
Hmm.
so we founded that company. And so that was the new challenge. So like it literally is one of those things where I very much try and like listen to, I guess, like, or check in with myself and listen to how I'm feeling, and like, am I still feeling challenged enough? And like, am I growing into, am I growing in the direction that I want? Am I getting the experiences that I need? And what is next? Um, and that happened like quite literally when I asked that question. As I was considering it, then it was like, oh, well, here's a new opportunity for you to take the risk, because like who even knows if he
Yeah.
were to change his mind or whatever, to take the risk and be part of the founding team of this company. And
Gotcha.
so that brought on new experiences of, registering things from scratch, like trying to figure out how to port over an audience that was familiar with you in a different context, in a different space, like on a different URL, on a different like Facebook, everything. Cause like we left all that stuff with Quest. And so we started from zero.
Gotcha.
So that first, like, when we officially launched, January, I think 5th, 2017. Nope, that's, yeah, 17, I
17
think.
employees. Gotcha.
Um, we had 3 subscribers, myself, Jared, and I think Tom. Like, you know,
I feel that. I feel that.
because
So I mean,
we were starting a channel from zero, like
yeah.
one that we had gotten to. I think when we left Quest, it was like, in the 50K range or something. So we like zero. And that account now is like over 1 million subscribers on
Wow.
YouTube, and over 1 million on Instagram, and probably Facebook. Like I haven't gone back to look. And
Yeah.
like, it's also really cool to see, because I laid so much of the foundation of like what that looks like. Obviously, with the support of like our director of marketing, and like obviously with Tom, and Lisa, and like, the showrunner, the booker, all of those things. And it's because I was constantly kind of just like asking and like responding and getting feedback and like creating that feedback loop that I learned to do so well while I was like working at
Gotcha.
Lululemon.
Yeah, actually, I never heard of impact theory before this interview, so I was actually gonna ask you maybe later, but uh, can you describe what impact theory is? Because when I read it, like just even the tagline, it seemed like something that's actually very relatable to what I like to listen about. So how would you describe impact theory for those that don't know?
Ooh, how would I describe? I used to like, the crazy thing is like I was so familiar with like Tom's like speeches, because I like listened to so many of them, that I used to be able to actually just like rattle off like the thing.
Yeah.
But basically, impact theory, like the goal with the content and company is to basically give people the tools to be able to kind of like, elevate their mindset and like take on the challenges. And it's like all about empowerment, personal development, and aiming to be like the best version of yourself, and mostly primarily in like an entrepreneurial like kind of space. So it's kind of like an entrepreneurial mindset, which is kind of just that mindset of, rolling with the punches, like figuring out how to be resilient, like falling on your face a lot, and like figuring it out.
Hmm.
And so, and the company itself, the whole thing is like, it started with the main show. Then there are like different like sub brands that are also now part of it. And like I think they've moved into like kind of the university kind of like course space as well,
Gotcha.
like development coaching and stuff like that. Um, yeah, and they made a comic. Like it's meant to essentially create like empowering content, like for people
Yeah.
who are
No, I
Like,
think they're speaking to me. I definitely love their mission, and I also want to